Hello there, and many thanks for joining us in this episode of Focus On as we throw the spotlight on the launch of Interswitch Career Fair 2.0 in Lagos, exploring the future of work. Pulling a much larger number following the success of the first career fair, thousands of young talents across different areas of specialization troop in to connect, innovate and make the switch to position themselves for career success in the fast-changing world of work in today's digital age. But first, the mission statement sets the tone to highlight the very essence of the payment-focused and digital commerce platform company, Interswitch.
We have a purpose, and that purpose is to inspire Africa to greatness, right? Through innovation, value creation, and excellence. It's people and its solution. Finding solutions to all the problems, whether it's on the tech side, on the business side, on the industry side, or even on the talent side, right? Through innovation and value creation and excellence. We believe in integrity, we believe in engagement, and those are the values that drive us. And what are we trying to do, right? We're trying to create a prosperous Africa, an Africa that is driven by seamless exchange of value and commerce, and we do that by creating technology solutions that connect and empower individuals, businesses, and communities.
The engagements delve right into the objective for today with tailored insights into issues around the dearth of skills, brain drain, attitude to work, and reimagining the future of work. Meanwhile, they also explored enablers such as artificial intelligence and how this affects the big picture.
We're very much aware of the challenges plaguing the talent space, issues around dearth of skills, issues around people's attitude to work. And what we've tried to do differently is to focus on reimagining and redefining what work is. So the mindset around work, because that's the bedrock of whatever we do into the future. The second thing we try to do differently is to spotlight female tech talents. We have from very reliable data source that the female perspective and the value they bring to work has contributed immensely in our success story as Interswitch. And so we're spotlighting female, we're exploring a lot of, what we can get, from the female tech talent space. And the third thing is we've looked at some of these challenges, and as an organization, we think that we can use technology to drive some of the new solutions within the talent space.
More emphasis drives the understanding of different organizational structures and, more importantly, philosophies around culture, which entrenches a distinct function of mindset and how a talent applies him or herself to work.
If you're interviewing in an organization where working after closing hours is a culture, they go over and beyond. Those are the things that they'll be assessing during an interview. They're not going to pay attention to the fact that you have a great title. They're not going to only pay attention to the fact that you have the educational background. They want to know if you're the kind of person who will pick up the bag at 5 o'clock and walk away. I work in a company where our corporate mantra is your job is not done until the job is done. So when I'm interviewing a candidate, I'm looking for a candidate who, from experiences that they have shared, from their background experience, I can pick that the job is not done until the job is done. But you see, you're interviewing with many organizations. What my corporate mantra is not the same for Interswitch, for instance. And this is why you have to do the barest minimum, which is invest in yourself. Because after you've gotten a professional CV writer to write your CV, after you've gotten an interview coach to coach you, When you do get the chance to get into that organization, you need to bring your A game every day. Because while you have passed the interview and you have passed the ATS, you can get terminated within 2 weeks because they find out that you were a fraud.
Now, a major feature of the Interswitch Career Fair is the CV screening exercise, which scouts best fits in different areas of specialization, as talents here have the opportunity to get a spot in the switch. Beneficiaries of the Lagos Fair 1.0, now staff of the company, share their story, and an equal enthusiasm is also shared by other prospective talents here.
Initially, at first, I didn't think I would get the shot because they were like, just like now, there were lots of crowd, lots of people from different backgrounds, different area of specialization, geniuses, and all of that. So I just had to put my best foot first by networking, connecting, and preparing my CV down and bringing up the projects I've done at the past, and that was it. And I'm looking forward to the next aspirants or applicants joining the switch.
Never stop learning, keep on adding value to yourself. You never know when opportunities will come, and always have confidence in yourself. You know, nobody can be above you, nobody's below you. You never really know. So just project that confidence that you can do it and anything is possible.
I remember while I was registering for the event, I saw a slot that requested for my CV, and I thought that was a good thing because it made me aware that there was an opportunity to be screened. But even hearing that there's going to be a physical screening here, it sounds really exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
Currently, I'm making a switch from being an administrative assistant and an executive assistant to being a cybersecurity professional. And so far, I'm here because of that purpose. Particularly interested in the financial services sector, particularly in the payment card industry. I know that there's a lot of internet fraud and cyber threats and all of that going on. So with my dream and my goals, I want to channel my work in that particular field. So that's why I'm here.
More panel sessions throw some spotlight on the role of women in tech, the need for empowerment, and a posture of learning.
Women have also a role to play in encouraging more female participation. Typically, younger ladies would want to see other females who have advanced in their profession as almost a litmus test of showing that it is possible as a woman to break into tech. The more female involvement we have, the more we can see products, more creative, innovative solutions that break the regular frontiers that we see, or the regular patterns that we see, or solutions that we see, because there's more insight coming from women. So I think women as well, women who already have some place, some footing in technology, also have a role to play to mentor younger females who are trying to break into tech, give them the right career advice, the right professional advice, the right direction, so that they can also find some relevance or find themselves or discover themselves.
Technology is an enabler, allows us to go from A to B. We need to have women understand the role that technology plays in the social economic space and how they can plug in. That education is very important. For me, it's half of the battle.
Interactions continue with company representatives stationed at various booths set up to satisfy career curiosities and employment potentials at the switch. The launch of the talent community opens a bigger pool of information, bringing updates on opportunities for those gathered here and beyond. With Nigeria's fast-growing population, Interswitch is poised to create more opportunities with a sneak peek into what to expect from the next career fair.
The vision is one that excites me personally. This is more than just work for me, by all means, because of what we are building. I am particularly excited about solutions that help solve life problems. So I'll give you an example very quickly. We have looked at the recruitment space and attrition space, for example. Into the next career fair, one of the things we want to do differently is to launch solutions that can help bridge the gap and address the talent shortage issue, address attrition issue, address knowledge management issue as we go forward in our journey on this career fair.
With a changing face of financial services development and blockchain solution, decentralized finance, the Managing Director of Payment Processing and Switching highlights how tokenization and invisible payments mark a step closer to reaching other cutting-edge solutions.
For us, it's absolutely clear that some of these technologies are going to transform the world, right? And we're beginning to see the signs, whether it's blockchain, artificial intelligence, big data, they will all transform the world. I mean, there are two critical questions that as Nigerians and as Africans we need to ask ourselves. What role will we play? Will we be users or creators, right? Will we be builders or will we be takers? Right? I think for us as Interswitch, our vision is we need to build organizations and people who will be builders, not users. We want to build organizations and people who will be creators, not consumers, right? And that really is the challenge, right? If you know, for example, that the future of our industry will be based on blockchain, can we as a continent afford to rely on blockchain technologies built outside of the continent? If the future of the world is going to be AI, can we as a continent rely on AI technologies that are built outside of the continent? Our view is that we need to localize a lot of that knowledge, or like the first industrial revolution, the second industrial revolution, the third industrial revolution, we will be left behind as a people and as a continent yet again.
In the course of this year, Interswitch plans to launch a Pan-African payment ecosystem to facilitate cross-border trade and leverage on the prospects of the African Continental Free Trade Area.
We want to take the lead. I think the payment system that we're looking to build is one in which African countries can keep their currencies, right? African currencies that are considered unexchangeable will be exchangeable in an African-built payment ecosystems, right? African settlement of those transactions and trades that will support Africa trade will be possible on a platform that is built and developed for that purpose. Our thinking is that what we're building will completely ramp up and accelerate the work that the Africa Continental Free Trade is intended to do.
Through the career fair and support from other top-notch corporates, Interswitch reiterates its commitment to grooming and nurturing the sharpest and best minds who will become leaders in various sectors of the Nigerian and world economy in the future. On that note, it's a wrap on this Focus On. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now. I'm David Alabi.